Hey guys, so today I wanted to talk about academics versus life skills in homeschooling and even regular schooling environments. We have gone so flip-flopped in our education system. We focus so much on the academics and the reading, writing, math, and subjects like that. And we've gone away from PE, home ec, workshop, vocational things. And I feel like we are doing our society a disservice as well as our children. I feel like it's important. It's important to have a well-rounded education. But within that well-rounded education, we need to focus on life skills because we are creating a new generation of people who don't even know how to change a tire. They don't know how to sew a button. They don't know how to manage their money, budgeting and those type of things. And we're expecting them to know these things. It doesn't come naturally. I think we forget how we learned. It's like if you try to remember, when did we learn how to read? When did we learn math, how to count? It's going to be very difficult, right? Because it happens gradually. It happens very naturally and organically in our lives. We learn some of these things from the time we're little. But there are things that we learned in school and in life that our kids are not getting. And we have to remember that. We need to bridge that gap. And one of the ways that I felt like I was going to do that is by homeschooling this year. That's one of the main reasons I decided to homeschool. I felt like my kids, especially since COVID, the schools are so focused on trying to get everybody caught up academically that they've lost focus of things that are more important in the life of our children, our exceptional children. I want my son to be able to graduate and know what path to take and be able to be self-reliant eventually. I want him to be able to have the tools necessary to deal with situations that will arise and decisions that he'll have to make. And I want him to have, of course, the education necessary so that he can pursue whatever goals academically in college that he would like to achieve. And so that is something that is really, ingrained in my mind, is that, yes, we do need to focus on academics to some degree, but it doesn't have to be the end of all of the focus. It doesn't have to be the main thing that we do every single day, because let's get real, not all our children are going to go to college. Some of our children may find jobs that they'll be able to have and grow in, on-the-job training type things, technical jobs, where they won't have to have secondary education. And ideally, yes, it would be lovely to have at least an associate's degree or some kind of postgraduate degree, but all our children aren't going to do that. And so, case in point, I have a son who was going to college and decided that, he wanted to do computers, and then now has had the opportunity to do a on-the-job training program with a company that's been around for a very long time and working as a maintenance technician, making a lot of money, and with upward mobility. So it's not just the fact that he'll be making money, but he's learning a skill, a trade that will enable him to move up and make even more money as time goes on. And I feel like that is such a huge milestone for him, because he came from a place where, when we were told that he wouldn't even be able to read, that he had to be in a self-contained classroom, to now he is successfully working at a job, making very good money, and learning a skill, a trade that he'll have for the rest of his life. He's learning how to use tools that I don't even know existed. It was kind of fun. So he had a list of tools that he had to get We went to different places like Harbor Freight and all that. Spent about $200 in tools, which isn't really a lot of money considering the amount of money he's getting, but so it was a nice little chunk of an investment. And yeah, it was interesting. I was looking at the list and I was like, what in the heck is that? We had to get help. And so yeah, he's learning how to use tools that he has never even heard of. But the proud mama in me is very proud of him because he knew a lot of tools that I didn't know. So that was like, that's pretty cool that you knew what this was. I had no idea. So anyway, so yeah, there's that, and then I'm gonna make another post about the decision of when you need to let the birdies out of the nest to fly on their own, because that's a huge decision. I've had friends that I've talked to about this, and your kids will never grow in the way that you want them to grow until they're on their own. There are certain decisions and certain things that they must make on their own. You can't micromanage them for the rest of their life. So definitely take that into consideration as you discuss with them, and let them guide them through their choices. You know, being a parent is not easy, but it's so rewarding. So rewarding when you see your children succeed and excel. As always, good luck on your journey, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.